You ever give a girl everything she wanted and still lose her? You texted first, you showed up, you made time, you were honest, you were consistent, you did all the things you were supposed to do. And somehow, somewhere in the middle of all that, she stopped feeling it. Her replies got shorter, her energy got colder, and you're sitting there replaying every conversation like, where did I go wrong? Here's the part nobody tells you. You didn't go wrong. You just went to available, and available to a woman doesn't feel like love. It feels like desperation, wearing a very polite mask. I'm not here to hype you up with motivational talk. I'm here to tell you the truth, because the truth is the only thing that actually fixes this. So let's get into it. Think about the last time you were genuinely interested in something, a show, a game, a goal, whatever. There was tension there. There was mystery. There was this pull to keep going because you didn't have it yet. That feeling of not quite knowing the outcome is what kept you hooked. Now flip that. Imagine you already know how the show ends. Every episode, every twist, nothing surprises you. Do you still watch with the same energy? No. You might finish it out of habit, but the fire is gone. That's what overavailability does to attraction. When she already knows you'll reply in 2 minutes, when she already knows you'll clear your schedule for her, when she already knows you'll bend your values just to keep her comfortable, the tension disappears. And without tension, attraction has nothing to live in. This isn't cruel. This isn't a game. This is just how human psychology works. We crave what we have to reach for. We hold on to what feels rare. We protect what feels valuable. And when you hand yourself over completely, before she's even earned it, she subconsciously stops seeing you as something to pursue and starts seeing you as something that's already been decided. And women don't fall for decisions, they fall for possibilities. There's a version of you she was attracted to at the beginning. Think about who that was. That guy wasn't obsessing over her replies. That guy had his own rhythm, his own plans, his own energy. That guy was interesting because he wasn't trying to be interesting. He was just living. And somewhere along the way, she became the center of that guy's world. And the moment she did, the version of him she was attracted to quietly left the room. She didn't consciously choose to lose interest. It's not that she decided one morning to pull away. It just happened naturally, the way it always happens, because the energy shifted. He stopped being a man with a world and started being a man waiting to be let into hers. That's the switch. That's the moment everything changes. Now, here's the thing most guys do when they feel her pulling away. They panic, they double down, they text more, they ask more questions, they try to fix something they can't even name. They come in with, is everything okay? Did I do something wrong? Are we good? And she reads every single one of those messages and feels one thing: weight. She starts feeling like she's carrying something she didn't sign up to carry. And the more she feels that weight, the more she needs space from it. Not from you, from the version of you that needs her to be okay in order for you to be okay. That's the version she's pulling away from. And the brutal truth is, you can't talk your way out of that. You can't send the right paragraph. You can't explain it away, because this isn't a logic problem. It's an energy problem, and energy only shifts when your reality shifts. So what do you actually do? You go back to yourself, not as a strategy, not as a way to make her chase you. Genuinely, actually go back to yourself. Pick up the thing you dropped when she became your priority. Go back to the workout, the project, the goal, the hobby, the friendships. Go back to the life you had before she became the center of it. Because here's what happens when a man returns to his own orbit. His energy changes. He stops carrying the weight of her opinion. He stops measuring his day by her response time. He stops performing calm and starts actually being calm. And that version of a man, grounded, present, unbothered, not because he's pretending, but because he genuinely has something real going on, that version is magnetic. She'll feel the shift before she understands it. She'll notice that the energy feels different, that you're not pressing, that you're not waiting, that you seem okay, actually okay, not just saying you're fine while checking your phone every 4 minutes. And something in her brain will start to wake up, because women are incredibly sensitive to energy shifts, more than most guys realize. She'll start wondering, not in a suspicious way, just in a curious way. Why is he calm? Why does he seem less bothered? What changed? And curiosity is the seed of attraction. Every time she wonders about you, the pull grows. That's not manipulation. That's just what happens when a man stops leaking his energy and starts protecting it. And listen, this isn't about becoming cold. It's not about going quiet and playing games. It's about being genuinely full. A man who is full of purpose, full of direction, full of his own identity, and doesn't need to chase because he doesn't feel empty. He doesn't over-text because he's not anxious. He doesn't over-explain because he's not afraid. He doesn't give away his power because he understands his worth. That fullness is what she's attracted to. Not your height, not your jawline, not your car or your money or your playlist. Your fullness. The sense that you are a complete person who is choosing her, not a hollow person who needs her. There's a difference between a man who's in your life and a man who is your life. And women can feel the difference without a single word being spoken. Be the first one. Choose yourself so fully, so genuinely, that being around you feels like standing next to someone who has already figured out something most people haven't. Not because you're better than anyone, but because you're rooted. You know what you want. You know who you are. You're not waiting for someone to validate that. And that rootedness, that stillness, that quiet confidence that doesn't need to announce itself, that's the thing she'll keep coming back to. That's the thing that stays in her mind at 11 at night when she's scrolling and puts her phone down and thinks about you. Not because you said something perfect, but because when you were there, you felt solid. You felt real. You felt like something she doesn't find very often. Stop trying to hold her attention. Build a life that earns it. Stop sending the message that says you need her to feel whole. Send the message without words that you are already whole and you're simply inviting her to join something worth joining. That's the real shift. That's the one that changes everything, because attraction was never about what you say. It was never about the right opener or the perfect reply or whether you waited 20 minutes before texting back. It's about who you are when no one is watching. The habits you build in private, the way you carry yourself when there's no one to impress. A woman doesn't fall for who you perform. She falls for who you actually are when the performance stops. So stop chasing her energy, protect yours. Stop adjusting your personality to keep her comfortable. Stay grounded in who you are and let that be enough. Stop measuring your value by her response. Know your value before she confirms it. And the version of you that does those things, that man doesn't need tricks or tactics or scripts. That man just has to show up as himself, and the energy does the rest. If this hit close to home, if you recognized yourself in any of this, drop something in the comments, because you're not alone in it. And now that you've seen it, you can actually change it.